Hello everyone, myself Swati Halunde. Today we are going to discuss about analog circuit. Our today's lecture is related to DAC. You know very well about what is the meaning of DAC in different number of subjects like your DLD and all these things. DAC is nothing but digital to analog conversion. That means this lecture is related to conversion of DAC. Now let us see what is the role played by DAC in op-amp. This is the outline of my today's lecture. This is a basic concept about DAC. In that all the basic conceptual things related to DAC we are going to see along with application of DAC, that means digital to analog converter. Terminology came into picture from the DAC, that is a digital to analog conversion. That means here the two terminologies are very important, that is a D and A, that means digital and analog. That means first of all you know very well what is the meaning of digital as well as what is the meaning of analog. Then and then only we are going to converting that digital quantity into analog. First of all see here what is the meaning of analog. Continuously valued signals such as the temperature or the speed with infinite possible values in between. That means there is a continuously varying nature structure or whatever the output came into picture who are varying continuously, then that type of a signals are came into picture related to analog. That means there is no any kind of a fixed nature related to input signal. The signal varies or fluctuating their inputs. Then that type of a signal is came in along with analog signal. Then next is a digital signal. In the digital signal, the signal is in the form of a discrete value signal such as the integrator encoded in the binary. That means the discrete level signal is converted into the continuous and continuous signal is converted into discrete. Whatever the discrete signals are present in any kind of a circuit, then that type of a signals may be considered as a digital signal, and continuous signals whatever present in any kind of a circuit may be considered as it is a analog signal. Then digital to analog converter plays different kind of roles or different devices involved in our market, that is a DAC. DAC means plain digital to analog conversion. Then D to A means what, D divided by A means what, T to A, either digital or either analog, or it may be represented as D to A, that means digital to analog converter. These are the representation of three types related to digital to analog converter signal. Along with this, just see here, this is a digital analog signal, and that analog signal is converted into that digital signal. Just see here, for that analog communication signal, digital signal is converted into discrete signal by using sampling theorem. In that, sampling frequency must be greater than or equal to 2 times of that modulating signal frequency. For that purpose, the sampling theorem is used to convert that continuous signal into that discrete signal by using that sampling theorem. Just see here, first of all, here is the input signal is given in terms of a real world lab is an analog, and the computer signal which is accepting the input signal is in terms of binary or digital. Binary or digital system, why we are calling that is digital system? But because the digital system is only related to 0 and 1 quantity, and the binary, the name itself indicates that by means of two numbers. What are these two numbers? These numbers are either 0 or 1. For that purpose, computer can only know the language related to binary number system or digital number system. It is represented in terms of digit, either 0 or 1. Along with this, next, what is DAC? That means digital to analog converter takes a digital code as its input and produces an analog voltage or current as its input. That means whatever the input applied to digital to analog converter is, input is in terms of digital format. That means it is present in binary formats, and once we are calling that input is in terms of binary format, then the input is related into two terminologies, that is either 0 or 1, and the output which is introduced is having analog nature in terms of either voltage or current. This analog output is proportional to the digital input. Just see here, this is the digital input is applied to digital to analog converter. That means digital input, that digit are present in terms of binary number system. Binary means what? There is only two number systems are present. What are these two numbers? These two numbers are nothing but either 0 or 1. Suppose here we have taken any kind of a sequence, that is 100 101. That's binary sequence, that nothing but digital input sequence is given to digital to analog converter. What is the role played by that digital to analog converter? That digital to analog converter can convert that applied that input digit into analog structure. And just see here the analog output we are getting. Analog is nothing but continuous signal. That continuous signal is nothing but here represented as that is sine wave. Then general concept for that digital to analog converter is digital to analog conversion involve transforming the computer's binary output zeros and ones, that is the ones typically for 5 volt, into the analog representation of that binary data. That is digital to analog converter is just here DAC, that is a n digit input for the digital encoding. That means whatever the n bit of a data we are going to applying for that digital to analog converter is in terms of digit, that is either 0 or 1, and whatever the data introduced by the digital to analog converter, that data is nothing but in terms of analog, that is in terms of continuous in nature, and Vmax is a voltage applied for that conversion purpose related to digital to analog converter. Then n digit input for the digital encoding is applied as any input to that digital to analog converter. Analog input for Vmax, also here mentioned that Vmax analog input is supplied to that digital to analog converter, and analog output is introduced by that digital to analog converter. And if suppose 1 is given as a input, then that 1 is related to power supply of 5 volt and 0 is related to 0 volt. Then this is the block diagram of digital to analog converter. In that digital to analog converter, here we are going to applying number of binary inputs, that is means either zeros or 1, and how many strings are or how many bits are present in that string, there is no any kind of a relation. Just we are applying that binary input as the DAC, that it will be converts that digital signal into analog signal, and here we are getting finally analog output, and VDD is supplied as a voltage difference input for that to derive that particular DAC IC. This is a basic model related to DAC conversion. Along with this, number of parameters are involved in the digital to analog conversion. First parameter, important parameter related to that conversion is resolution parameter. In that, resolution is amount of variance in the output voltage for every change in the LSB in the digital input. That means resolution is related to, if suppose we are going to vary that input, then output will be goes on varies. Related to LSB means what? Last significant bit related to digital input. Then there is a suddenly fluctuation in between input output relation, then that type of fluctuation or changes is called as a resolution. Any circuit or every circuit must need to require high resolution quality. Whenever the circuit are having high resolution quality, that cost of that circuit as well as demand in market related to that circuits are much high. Just as with ADC, that means analog to digital conversion, there are several common ways of specifying a DAC resolution. That means for that analog to digital conversion, we are taking resolution in only one kind. But for the DAC, there are number of types of DAC resolution. If suppose number of bit input given to that DAC, it is n, the number of output code generated by the DAC is 2 raised to n, or the number of steps in the output is equal to how many number of steps involved in that output is nothing but 2 raised to n minus 1. That means number of output code minus 1. This is the formula related to number of steps in the output code, where n is the number of bit. Then percentage resolution is given by 1 divided by whatever the number is generated, that is nothing but 2 raised to n minus 1, which is expressed as in a percentage. Percentage we are expressing that by using V reference, that is the step size is equal to V reference divided by 2 minus 1 raised to n. This is the percentage representation of that resolution. Here I have taken one mathematical example how we are going to use that formula for the calculation of that percentage resolution of DAC. Now such a kind of examples may occur in your exam. For that purpose here I have taken that example. Example states us that find out the percentage resolution of DAC of n bits and hence determine the values for n is equal to 12. In that solution, that is a percentage resolution is given by the formula we know very well here, 1 divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. For the percentage of word purpose, here I am multiplying that equation by 100, then and then only I have to convert that resolution in terms of percentage. Then for n is equal to 12, that means here we are putting, given that data is n is equal to 12. For that purpose here instead of n I am putting that n is equal to 12 here. Then how much value came into picture? That value is nothing but 0.0244%, that is 244 part per million. This is the resolution. The part per million is the unit related to resolution. For that purpose here the mentioned the unit is a part per million. Just what that point related to resolution unit, that is a part per million. Along with this, the resolution example I have taken here that 4-bit DAC as well as 10-bit DAC. Just we have seen here in that block diagram how many number of input bits we are applying here. Just see 1 minute. Here how many number of input bit here we are applying. There is no any kind of a limit related to that. Depending upon that how many number of bit input DAC we don't guess like such a. Then just see here I have taken formulas for 4-bit DAC as well as 10-bit DAC. Then how much value will become, just you have to tell. There is a number of bits, that is a n formula is related to n. Here we are taking 4-bit DAC. For that purpose here 10-bit DAC, how much value of that n? N is equal to, here n value as it is a 10. Then 2 raised to n, that means 2 raised to 4 is equal to how much that value came into picture? 16. Then 2 raised to 10, how much value came into picture? Here we have to write their value. Then next is related to number of steps in the output. Then how we are going to calculating that number of steps in a output? Here that 2 raised to n minus 1 is nothing but 2 raised to for 4-bit purpose here we have taken only the 4 value. That means 2 raised to 4 minus 1, how much that value come? 16 minus 1, it is came 15. But by using this formula here we are applying n is equal to 10, 2 raised to 10 minus 1, whatever the value came into picture, just you have to write here. Like this we are going to calculating these parameters. Then next parameter is related to percentage resolution. Then how we are going to calculate that percentage resolution? We know very well what is the formula for percentage resolution. 1 divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. This is the formula for that percentage resolution. And how we are going to calculate that percentage resolution? Just see here, 1 divided by 15. This is by calculating that putting value of n is equal to 4, we are getting here 1 divided by 15. Like this, similarly here for this value purpose we are putting that n is equal to 10, then and then only we are getting here the value related to percentage resolution. Then last formula is related to step size assuming 5 volt reference voltage. How we are going to calculate that step size assuming reference voltage? Just see here, V reference divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. That is for V reference divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. Here what is the value of n is considered? N is equal to 4 considered, that is 2 raised to 4 minus 1 divided by 15. Whatever the value came into picture, here we doesn't know what is the reference voltage. For that purpose we kept that reference voltage as it is, and for the n we know value, that is a 4-bit. For that purpose 2 raised to n, that is a 2 raised to 4 minus 1. What is the calculated value came into here? It is a 15. For that purpose this formula is converted into V reference divided by 15. Thus by using these formulas and putting how many number of bits involved at the input side of a DAC, we are going to calculate these parameters. These parameters includes number of bits, number of output code, number of steps in the output, then percentage resolution related to DAC, then step size, that is assuming 5 volt reference voltage. We also find out what is the step size involved for that DAC. That means these parameters are very helpful parameters for the calculation of resolution related to conversion of DAC. Then application of digital to analog converter. Then the circuit components, that is a voltage controlled amplifier, then that means VCA is the one of the biggest advantages or application type point related to digital to analog converter, and that voltage controlled oscillator is used for that PLL. Then phase lock loop control, which is used for any kind of a timer circuit. Then voltage controlled amplifier as also involves digital input, external reference voltage as a control for the amplification purpose. Then digital operated attenuator. This is also one of the biggest application related to digital to analog converter. In that, external reference voltage as the input, digital control is used to operate digitally operated attenuator. The next is a programmable filter. That programmable filter is applied to digital to analog converter that digitally control the cutoff frequencies. That cutoff frequencies will be played for that programmable filters. Then application of digital to analog converter. That digital to analog converter is used in many more applications. First application is related to digital to analog converter is a digital audio. That means for that digital audio purpose, first of all, that by using that transducer we are converting that digital signal into analog signal into digital, and furthermore we are making some processes on that signal, and finally whatever the output introduced by the transducer is having analog. But here we have taken that digital to analog converter example purpose CD player. Then next is a MP3 player. All kind of a player came into picture related to digital to analog converter. That means for that MP player as well as CD player, first of all we are applying the input signal in terms of digital. Then your question in mind that MP3 player and CD players as related to sound signal, and for the sound signal frequencies are in a varying condition. For that purpose I have told you that first of all we are applying that input signal into transducer, and that transducer will be convert any kind of a signal into electrical signal having in terms of digital format. For that purpose then and then only that digital formatted signal we are applying into analog signal. Along with this, here also one telephone is one of the example related to digital to analog converter. First of all we are speaking, that means we are applying the analog signal to the input side, then the transducer is used for that input side. That transducer can convert that analog signal into digital signal and then process out that on that signal, and the output will be received that analog signal. But for that output side one more transducer is present. That transducer will be convert that analog signal digital signal into analog signal, and finally we are receiving analog signal. For that purpose here CD player, MP3 player and telephone, these three applications, that is a digital audio are considered as a digital to analog converter applications. Then application for the digital to analog converter related to function generator. Also in every kind of a lab we are using that function generator, and function generator can be gives us that signal in any kind of a structure, that is a ramp signal, sine wave, cosine wave. All these types of a wave we are getting from that function generator. That is a digital oscilloscope we are using. That digital oscilloscope having input in digital format and analog output is introduced by that digital oscilloscope. That means whenever we are applying digital input to that oscilloscope, that is nothing but string of zeros and ones. Whatever the structure is having for that zeros and one, we are applying to that function generator, and we are getting analog output, that means sine wave, cosine wave, ramp signal, square wave. Like these signals we are getting from that function generator. So that the digital to analog converter example related to function generator is a very important. Just see here, this is the digital storage oscilloscope, that is a DSO. In that signal generator, what are the signals generated by that signal generator at the output side in terms of analog nature? Just see here, sine wave is generated, then square wave is generated, then triangular wave is generated, then random noise generation is also generated by using that function generator along with DSO. Then this is a Crissy control, then Volvo control and motor control. These are the motor controllers which is used to convert the digital signal into analog converter. These motor controllers are also placed for the conversion purpose a very big role in that digital to analog converter. Along with this, like previously we have seen that audio players are also plays an important role into digital to analog converter. Along with this, these motor controllers are also plays an important role related to digital to analog converter. Then what are the types of DAC? Here we have seen the types of DAC. First type of a DAC is multiplying DAC. That means in name itself indicate that this type of a DAC we are used for that multiplying. And second type is a non-multiplying DAC. Then that is DAC type is we are going to use for the non-multiplying purpose. Then what is the meaning of multiplying and what is the meaning of non-multiplying? In multiplying, the reference sources is external to DAC package. That means whatever the reference voltage we are applying, just I have shown you that is a plus 5 volt reference voltage we are taking. That reference voltage should be external in multiplying DAC, and for the non-multiplying DAC, that reference voltage is at inside the DAC package. That for that purpose, instead of multiplying DAC, we are using non-multiplying DAC. Then just see here multiplying DAC advantages. External reference can be time varying along with the voltage that multiplies the binary functions. That means it is totally dependent upon time. For that purpose, it multiplies that functions. Then fixed programmable byte scales continues the output instead of using the time varying bytes with respect to fixed VR to produce the discrete output. Then external reference can be fixed. How we are fixing that external reference? Just see here, less likely to produce a error from reference voltage drift with temperature that internal references. Then what are the types of DAC? Here non-multiplied DAC and multiplied DAC, these are the DAC representation types, and along with how that working principle related to DAC, there are again two types of DAC. That means totally there are 4 types of DAC. These are the many types of DACs are available. First one is a binary weighted resistor, second one is a R to 2R ladder, then third one is a multiplier DAC we have seen, then non-multiplier DAC. Among them, weighted and R to 2R ladder are commonly used. That means so whatever the function or whatever the advantageous point related to came into picture related to DAC, we are using only binary weighted resistor or R to 2R ladder resistor type of a DAC frequently instead of multiplier DAC and non-multiplier DAC, because of their externally applying that reference voltage and inbuilt reference voltage purpose. This is all about basic background related to DAC. In next lecture we are going to see about R to 2R ladder DAC and weighted resistor DAC. Okay, thank you.